Hey guys, we're back here for part 2. Just to quickly have a look at the deck list. I know I did get a comment here that would be nice for you guys to see the list kind of before we get into the games. Here it is. So let's jump into the rest of our games here. So far, 1-1. So if you're new here to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate you being here, and I do try to make one video every day. And if you do like what you see, certainly consider dropping a comment or a like, sharing it with a friend, or consider subscribing. Hand looks amazing. Could have the Elspeth Smite, but either way, we're going for the adversary here. Hopefully they haven't got it. And looks like they might have it here. Yeah, there's the Smite. However, hopefully we can connect with Squee this turn. So they're probably trying to get ready for like Wandering Emperor next turn. They might have like Go for the Throat up or potentially Cut Down, but either way here I think I don't know if they run like board wipe on turn 4. They might have it on turn 5. So I think we can get a decent amount of damage in if we just kind of flood the board. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we'll hold the land here just in case like we draw like an Epicure or something like that. Yeah, no board wipe is going to be good news for us. Alright, so we're happy to bring in another copy of Forge, which I think is going to be pretty good against this matchup. They are most likely going to have access to Shieldred, so I think we do want copies of Witchstalker Frenzy. And then it just kind of depends on, you know, I mean, Barrage is going to be good against like Wandering Emperor. So we could maybe like hedge and run like 2 copies. Just depends on like how many white creatures they're also running. And then the question is, do we want to bring in like Twisted Fealty? I don't really know this list terribly well. I think cutting Rage is probably a good idea just because they're going to have tons of removal. Other cards here that maybe don't go as far. Yeah, so I think maybe Play with Fire is not as good. I guess it just depends on like what kind of creatures they're running. So like if they have Thalia, Play with Fire is certainly fine. I think Epicure is good, just with the digging ability. Do we want Invasion? Invasion is kind of nice because like if they board wipe, we could then still have a threat potentially left around. So I think maybe we run like Invasion and like Shave and Epicure. Yeah, I'm pretty unsure of this board, but we'll try it out. Okay, great hand, but no land. Hand looks great. And I think Phoenix Chick is definitely decent against them, so maybe we like throw back Epicure here. I think now we want to give the token to the Phoenix Chick just so we kind of spread out our threats a little bit. The only downside of doing that, though, so if they have Virtue, they can blow us out. So I think, yeah, there's like a non-zero chance that they run Virtue. So I think because there's a possibility of Virtue making the 2/2 Knight, we are going to want to go Swift Spear first, even though they'll almost certainly kill it with removal. It's possible they have the other Virtue, the -3/-3 and gain 2 life. So while we could flip Invasion, I'm not sure that I want to, because that's, well, I mean, so they could like wipe the board if they have like, is it Path of Peril? Would be pretty bad here. So maybe we go like Invasion, but we don't flip it completely. Either that or just go Scoundrel and then just... I kind of like Invasion here and then just setting it up, but not killing it. And this is going to be a little bit controversial, but like having instant access to this seems useful. So I think I'm going to partially kill it, but not all the way. Okay, so there's the path. So they did have Path of Peril. Now we can just like Lightning Strike this end of turn. I think that's the play. I mean, they probably have removal for it, which is unfortunate, but otherwise we could just like hit it for 2 this turn, but that seems less good. I guess if they have like Shieldred's, whatever it's called, the Sacrifice, that's really bad. So we might want the Charming Scoundrel on the board. No, I think I'm going to go with the Lightning Strike end of turn play here. So if they've got Go for the Throat, it's pretty awkward. It's entirely possible. Here I think we go for Treasure Token for Kumano. There's no removal yet. Man. We're getting close, for sure. Could be it. White Sun for life? Sure. That's gonna do it. Yeah, I think that play worked out really well, just putting it on 3, just in case they, like, board wiped, so we could, like, quickly get it back. Now, we definitely could have, I mean, if they had, like, the go for the throat or whatever, it would have been really bad, but we put ourselves in a position where we could potentially benefit, given a board wipe situation, so. Hey guys, if you have been enjoying my channel and would like to help support the content, you can do so at patreon.com/hand_of_justice. I just put together a Patreon page, and it really would help quite a bit in giving me the ability to continue to make great videos here for you guys going forward. Here is what the page looks like. I'll include a description or a link in the description, but this is the page you'll see. And then you'll have an option here of which level you'd like to support at, if you are able. We have all the way from dedicated, Justicar, Magister, and Titan levels of support. So with this, you will get early access to my content. And then in addition, at the higher levels, you will also be listed as part of a special thanks at the beginning of each of my videos. So it really does mean the world to me. And thank you guys so much again for supporting. Even if you're only able just to watch my videos and not support monetarily, it does mean a great deal to me. So thank you so much for watching. All right, let's hop into the next game. 2-1. But yeah, overall, just been very happy getting some of these reps in for best of 3. Very much looking forward to the upcoming play-in events. And if you guys are considering playing them yourselves, I highly recommend this deck. I think overall, it's just had a really high win rate. Just been doing just great. Okay, not sure what happened there. Sometimes I guess like the server just like times out or whatever. Let's try that again. By the way, I saw the like the message about like arena like upcoming calendar, and was just like watching the their Twitch channel a little bit, and it looks like all of the month of November is going to be just like back to back to back to back limited. So actually, I do love limited, even though like I've only essentially done standard on this channel for the most part. I do have some limited stuff like kind of in the history of this channel, and I do love limited also. So I think this month is going to be all about standard and just getting ready for the plans, and you know, hopefully I can qualify. And then at the end of the month, I think at the very end of the month, there is a arena open for limited, which is the new set. I think it's Lost something or other of Ixalan or whatnot. Anyways, I don't remember the name of the new set, but it's coming out. And then all of, I think almost every week in November, there's going to be either qualifier, like plans, or possibly like an arena open. I'm not sure if an arena open, but anyways, there's just a ton of limited events, so excited about that. Just to give you guys kind of a heads up of what's to come. Okay, this is not the 5-color Trask I was expecting. Yeah, I think we just kill that. They certainly could have removal, but I think we just jam Squee here. Yeah, let's just lightning strike it out of the way. Keep moving. We could also, since they're tapped out, go like Scoundrel for Treasure Token for Monstrous Rage, and I actually think that's actually decent. Gives us maybe a little bit less to do next turn, but we still have Sokens in. I feel like this is a good time for Monstrous Rage, and we'll even it out here like over on our Scoundrel. Gets them nice and low, so if we draw out like another bolt, yeah, okay, that's gonna work. So they're like 5-color land nonsense. They might have a Trax in there. I think we're gonna just assume that they have access to it. So I think we do want Forge. I think Forge is still pretty good. It's like a decent threat. We probably want Frenzy and Twisted Fealty. I guess we saw like the questing druid, which can get huge. So it depends on like what their creatures look like. If they have like a lot of like the 3/2 who comes back, maybe Play with Fire is good. But if it's not, like this could take out questing druid like super early. But if it grows at all, it's kind of like less good. And I think that actually Invasion might do some work here. It seems like flyers are good. Don't know that we are going to have a ton of use for Barrage. Like, we don't know that they're playing Angel. They could be playing Angel, so maybe we bring it in. So what we cut... They probably bring in more removal, so I think Monstrous Rage is out. But what else? I think Epicure does less because they are bigger creatures. And then maybe we shave like a couple play with fires. We have a pretty jammed. What else? Maybe I cut like one forge. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Just to like even this out a little bit. Maybe Squee is one we would take out there. Yeah, I don't really know. But that feels decent. Okay, this hand is great. Yeah, and if they're gonna play stuff like Golly Greeters, man, Invasion of Tarkir is really good here. I guess we lose the counter by not killing it, or by killing it this turn, but I think it is worth just getting rid of this card. Just can cause so many issues. They could have removal here. Actually, I think the play here is Scoundrel into Scoundrel, and that's actually enough. What do they have here? I guess they could have, like, burn down the house. So yeah, I think we just lightning strike this, get in for a lot, and it feels good. Stomper's not gonna do it. And that'll work. All right, 3-1. Hand looks great. We'd like to have a creature on too, but I mean, I can't complain about this hand. I think we do want to go Kumano on one, because if it comes out the same turn as Godric, then Godric comes in as a 4/4. Like, we missed the buff, but I think it is worth getting it out. Okay, that was a nice pickup. So I think we want to be a little bit careful here. I think we want to do the play with fire to make sure we get the land set up. Also, just blindly doing Monstrous Rage seems a little bit loose if they've got Elspeth's Might. And then I think we do this now because we want to make sure we get the land going. I don't think that they... So if we're up against Esper Legends, so like the two lines of play, we attack with both, see if they block, and then get to Monstrous Rage them out. I don't think they're going to fall for it, though, is the problem. And that way we miss Godric, and so I think we just go Godric. Yeah, we're trading 4 for, I guess, sort of 4, but their life will be lower. So if they have like Rafine here, it's rough. Oh, this is going to be a great turn. So I think we can fight through their Denic just by jamming with everything, because we go like Swift Spear, Rage, that'll make this thing fly. Yeah, so we'll do that like before blockers. Actually, I guess it doesn't even matter, because if they block here, we just put... I guess we do it before they block, because we want Rage to go, to make sure that it doesn't go on the Godric, just to spread out our threats. Yeah, so I think we go Rage here. And we shove for a lot. So they're going to take... Yeah, okay. It's good enough. Blockers do math. Okay, so it sounds like this is more like Esper midrange. I think Esper midrange runs like Emperor and like Wedding Announcement, and they don't run... I don't think they run Thalia. Maybe they have it in the board. They do run Rafine, though. Rafine, probably Lord Skitter, and Shieldred. So we definitely want to have Witchstalker Frenzy come in. We want all of the barrages to come in. Monstrous Rages probably need to go out because of all the removal. It's kind of hard, though, because this does let us like push over the top of Denics. Play with Fire doesn't really do much. I guess it can like double with an attacker to get through. So that's something. Yeah, Epicure actually doesn't really do a whole lot here. So maybe we cut Epicure. I think we do bring in some number of Twisted Fealties. Let's see, is Forge... How do we feel about Forge? Like, if they have Thalia, Forge is pretty bad. I don't think we'll be able to flip Invasion super easily. Yeah, I mean, Forge is good, because this is like a little bit more control-ish kind of deck. So... I guess we could cut the Rages. I don't know. Like, Rage just lets us go over the top, but it's finding a spot where we can use it is going to be harder. So maybe we have, like, bring in, like, one Fealty and, like, leave in 2, like, Play with Fires just to, like, give us a little bit of game. Just for some extra removal. Not entirely sure on that sideboard. Like, we're bringing in a lot of removal with, like, the Barrages and the Witchdoctor Frenzies, so we don't need as much. And we just want to have, like, threats like Forge that just keep going. Okay, that was a nice pickup. Yeah, we're happy to use Barrage and Kumano here. I think if we didn't have the Kumano, I'd go for Forge this turn. But I think instead, let's go for Scoundrel into Adversary. Just making the best use of our mana. And again, not putting all of our eggs in one basket. Virtue was annoying for sure. So here they're representing Emperor. Which I guess if they have, they have. Okay, there's the Shieldred. I think we can take the hit. With a 2-point hit, and that's fine. I don't know if we hang on to this mountain. Let's see, we're going to have 2 attackers. Yeah, I guess we play it. Because that way we can get in for another 2. And then I think we just frenzy it just to keep the damage flying around. I guess depending on who they block. They probably block here, though. Maybe we hang on to Frenzy and we just go like Lightning Strike plus this. But then we have kind of like a slower clock. So I kind of like just shoving the Frenzy. That play is debatable. Like, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, see, that is the problem. It does open us up to something like Rafine. So that maybe it would have been better there to like wait and see if they blocked with Lightning Strike. If they don't block, we're probably still like Witchdoctor frenzying it, but just a consideration. So now I think we still have enough. Let's see. Actually, we can't Lightning Strike. Yeah, because it's got Ward 1, so we're going to be 1 mana short. So I think we just let this one attack and then see if they fall for it. They probably don't, but I think it's the move. Otherwise, we're just trying to like push a little bit more. Yeah, I think we want to threaten here. I mean, it's pretty obvious because we didn't attack with Foundry, but I guess they're falling for it. Alright, let's do this on damage to make sure that damage happens. That was kind of, I guess, like a minor thing. But, like, if they had, like, Elspeth Smite, we would have been, like, totally blown out. We lose a little bit of damage that goes to face, but... And I don't think they run Elspeth Smite, so it's pretty, like, corner case, but I think we might just, like, lose the game if we don't do that. This way we, like, lose 2 damage that goes face, which could certainly matter. But getting a Rafine off the table is so important, though. Okay, so happy to see another Forge. Yeah, Denick against Forge is pretty nasty, though. Actually, he's going to get a ton of extra stuff. Oh, never mind. I thought he got extra clue tokens. Oh, but they're exiled. Okay, so yeah. So now he just goes to Virtue. It's going to work out really well because we can just take his Denick and then just kill him. And that's going to feel great. In fact, do we have enough mana? No, we don't. That's okay. And that's going to do it. All right, thanks guys for watching. We went 4-1, so yeah, really happy with this result. Overall, really happy with the deck. Let's see those sweet prizes. There you go. And let's take a look at the overall stats for the deck. So, oh, hang on, I gotta switch this to events. So currently 86% win rate, 12 wins and 2 losses. So yeah, very happy with the deck so far. We will see you tomorrow.